Got us a beer from Village Brewing. It's the Blacksmith Alberta Black Ale at 5.4% alcohol by volume. It does have a date on the bottle, guys. It even says packed on 23rd of April 2026. So this is a fairly new beer. Should be. I'm pretty sure these guys are out of Calgary, although I don't really see that on the can. It's probably here somewhere. Yep. Calgary, Alberta. Alberta Black Ale. So I'm feeling stouty. I'm assuming that's all that is. Drink it out of the old-fashioned typical porter mug here. All right. Looking okay. Smelling like it could be pretty good. Oh, neat, neat. Smelling kind of treacly, a little bit minerally. You know, of course the charness, but it's kind of got like that crystal malt kind of brown ale style. Maybe I should have warmed this up. I have 3 more. Well, if this review is the one that goes up, it's better cold. Very char. Very dry. Very strong stout flavors in the finish of the beer. Super crushable. Very light mouthfeel. Fairly solid. Not my favorite tasting stout, but it's not like bad. It's a little tangy at this temperature though. It's a little bit, and it's pretty fresh. I'm not really, a lot of people are raving about fresh beer. I don't really find that to be the case. After brewing a lot of beer, it's definitely usually better with age. Some beers are good right away, but most aren't. This beer's like not even 3 months old or something. What does it say? April 26th. Yeah, it's not even 3 months old. That's when it was bottled on, so it was probably brewed a couple weeks before that. 3 weeks maybe. Probably not. Breweries probably kick this stuff out faster than I would. Probably a week and a half, 2 weeks. Before they bottle it, and then they might let it sit around for until they test it or taste it or whatever. Well, it's got a little bit of a bitter twang in the back. I don't know why. Maybe it's too cold. Maybe it's too fresh for a stout. I find especially stouts, I don't like drinking stouts real fresh, even if they're low ABV like this. The mystery twang. It's kind of what I remember this brewery's being like, is fairly solid, but it's a little bit of funkiness to it, you know. But that, as for like the nice creamy residual heads, what we want to see on here, it doesn't really say much on the can. It just says black ale, which I don't know what that means. Contains water, barley, hops, and yeast. So I'm not seeing anything about oats. I'm not seeing anything about any other adjuncts. It's just black malt and some pale malt probably. So it should taste like a Guinness, which is sort of what it's like. Well, hopefully a little bit warmer, it's a little better. Just in the finish. And I think, you know, if they're just throwing like a regular, it's a dry ale yeast or whatever in here, it tastes like it could be pretty good. I bet you it just needs to sit around. And I guess breweries don't like to have shit sitting around because it takes up a bunch of space. And if it's cold, like refrigerated, it's not going to age very quickly, right? It does have a sour twang in the back, a little bit, like it's a little bit of a sour. Yeah. If it wasn't for that, this beer would be pretty fucking good. But there's not a lot of flavor. It's very dry, very watery, very crushable, very refreshing. Excellent session beer concept. I like how it's dry. And the sour twang is not like... It's so fucking drinkable, though. Like, this is one of the most drinkable beers I've ever had. Like, you can just fucking... This is more drinkable than water. This is amazing for the drinkability on this. A bit of a twang in the aftertaste. Either it's a little too dry, or... I don't know. I wonder what yeast they chose. Maybe it's an actual Irish ale yeast strain, or is it just USO5? It tastes like USO5, sort of. Here's what I use in stouts all the time. Fuck, it looks great. Yeah, the sour twang is probably just a little too dry, which sucks because it's so crushable like this. I don't know. Maybe a different yeast strain would improve it slightly. Or a little bit of crystal malt thrown in here. Maybe. Or something. There's something that can be tweaked a little bit. I like dry stouts, but... or maybe it's just a little too new. Like, when I brew stout, I don't want to drink it for like at least 4 months. And it's bottle conditioned, right? It's not really in a refrigerated space or anything. So it's actually maturing. If this is kept in the fridge the whole time, it's not really gonna... And if it's not bottle conditioned, it's not really gonna fucking... mature into a proper tasting beer. I get why they would want to keep the beer around for 4 months in a cool room, like a cellar temperature spot. So maybe they won't listen to me. If the people are buying this, will just keep brewing it, which makes sense. But I'm just thinking out loud, like fucking maybe. It doesn't appear to be can conditioned. I didn't think it would be. Maybe warmer. This is going to be a hell of a beer or whatever. Let's warm it up a little bit. I don't know, it's pretty cold. I didn't think to warm this one up for some reason. I don't know. Huh. why don't we utilize our technology? I'll be right back. There, I ran this cold beer under some hot water for a little bit. I wonder if that's warm enough. There, that ought to do it. So let's open this. Hopefully it doesn't spray, because I kind of... All right, nope, everything's fine. Let's mix some of this warmer beer with some of this colder beer, and we'll try it like that. The thing I like about stout is it doesn't get me very drunk, so I can fucking drink 2 of these real fast. Crushable beers shouldn't really do much. It's better. It's better, a little bit warmer. The twang is a lot less. So that minerally sour twang, and you're getting a lot with the head of the beer too. I don't know exactly what that's about, but that seems to be kind of a touristy town, shitty craft beer phenomenon. This beer isn't terrible. A lot of, like, it tastes like a penny, you know, like you're getting a copper coin. Big time out of it, which I don't mind sometimes, but this is actually like a lot, and now that it's warming up, just that's really coming out of the beer. Yeah. So now we know what we're dealing with. Even warm, it's a little shoddy. All in all, there's a lot of good things about the beer. I like that it's dry. I like that it's crushable. I like pretty much the grain bill in it. I don't know where that copper coin's coming from. I'm not really getting a ton of hops. Like, I think with some more hops, that might mask this. And maybe that's the difference between when I brew stout, when these craft brewers brew stout, is they're probably using minimal hops. And I'm trying to hit 40 IBU with an Irish stout or anything like that, which is probably not the style, but fuck it, that's how I brew it. And yeah, because there is a lot of that copper coin coming out of this. I don't know what I would attribute that to. It has to be from the yeast or the malts. Huh. All right. Let's see. That's a tough one. All these beers are tough to rate, actually. They're fucking so weird, some of them. This isn't weird. I've had lots of beers like this. You're smelling that. You're smelling that mega copper coin coming out here. That's a bit much. I kind of like the beer, and it's kind of a little shitty because of that. It needs more hops. That's the first thing I would do with this to try to mask that before I change yeast strain even. Just throw more hops at the end of the boil, more aroma hops. Throw some more EKG in here to try to cover this up. If that doesn't work, maybe switch yeast strains. Other than that, the base beer, like the malt bill and the mashing and the dryness, is fucking perfect. Smells a little treacly, like a little bit of molasses in the aroma. Yeah, I think hops, a little bit of fucking late edition EKG will fucking fix this beer right up. It's amazing what hops hide. That's what hops are for. That's to make it so beer's not too malty to drink. If you didn't have hops in beer, my stout is more acidic and stuff because it's because of the dark malts. But like a pale beer, you ever try drinking pale beer without hops? Oh, that's what they're there for. You got to have the bitterness, or else it's like trying to drink a fucking liquid cup of Nanaimo bars or butter tarts or date squares or something like that. Not kidding. This beer, a big healthy dose of EKG at 5 minutes. like a substantial amount would fucking kick this beer right up. This beer would be fucking awesome. So I think that maybe that's the trouble with some of these craft brewers, is they want to be craft, but they're a little bit scared of hops unless it's a fucking IPA. Like, no one told them that you can put hops in a stout. You know what I mean? You don't have to go fucking crazy. Like, you don't have to throw a bunch of fucking, like, Columbus and Chinook in here or anything. You keep it an Irish stouty type of thing. Just throw some EKG at the end of the fucking boil and hide it. So since they're allergic to hops, I'm going to have to talk a little bit on you. This beer, that's sad, because this beer could have been so fucking good, too. Just a little bit of fucking hop. That's my conclusion. That's the first thing I would tell them to do. No one will know. Just sneak a little bit more in there and see if people even notice. Especially if your sales are down. Fuck, you got nothing to lose. There's too many breweries here. I'm fucking going to go out of business anyway if no one can figure out what to do. If everyone just wants to brew fucking hazies and New England fucking pale ales and is scared to throw hops in their stout, I don't know. I'm going to give this a 7. Yes, 7 out of 11. I think lack of hops in this could fucking fix this fucking beer right up. That's all they got to do, and it would be like a fucking 9 to a 10 out of 11. 7 out of 11, not 7 out of 10. I think I'm rating beers too high. I always feel like that after. What was our last one? The Flying Monkeys shit catastrophe. That fucking beer, what I give it a 7, which is like, 60-something% if you fucking go out of 11, but I don't know. That almost, now that I think back to it, that beer is almost lower than that. I just can't fucking fathom how fucking awful that beer was. But it tasted okay, but, this beer, the quality is here. It just tastes a little fucked up. And it's so easy to fix. Six and 3/4 out of 11 because it's so easy to fix. It's so easy. Flying Monkeys beer is a catastrophe. That's a little bit harder to fix. This is easy. You just gotta fucking spend a little bit of money on hops. Not that much. Jeez. That would fucking be so much better. Yeah, 6 and 3/4 because it's a little fucking treacly. It's a little fucking super copper coinage. Even warming it up didn't really completely fix it. It did get rid of the sour twang, but it just morphed into mega copper coin. Yeah. Hops. That's all you gotta do, guys. Late edition fucking EKG would fucking make this fucking beer fucking perfect. I'm assuming that's it. I think the Eastern's fine. It's got to be just too much astringent barley, dark black malt, roasted barley. Too much of that coming through, and it's not covered by hops. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. All right. Yeah. That would fix it. Beerzerker. 6 and 3/4 out of 11. And I'm out. Yeah.